Hello, I'm Loriann Putzier, co-founder and president of IntegraCare Corporation, and I'm back again this week to share our organizational weekly update with respect to COVID-19 for week ending October 28th, 2020. Today, I want to share 4 things with you, and I'm going to start a little differently by sharing a few heartwarming moments. So number 1, how do we know we're doing the right thing? We are sensitive to concerns about resident isolation and the effect of COVID-19 on resident well-being, and that certainly bears consideration. The balance of safety and well-being has such great gravity. It's the proverbial the weight of the world is on our shoulders. I know you have all felt that way at times where you are overwhelmed, it's stressful, thought-provoking, and you just want to find the right answer. Today, I was reviewing some of our efforts and COVID-19 results, and the number of happy stories along the journey really did strike a chord with me. Connections are increasing, and our residents and team members are meaningfully engaged outside the resident dwelling units, and I want you to know that. So I thought I'd share a few fun stories with you. So first, did you know that at Magnolias of Lancaster, our freestanding memory care community, resident Dr. Paul and his wife Carol celebrated their 55th wedding anniversary. And for me, it was just great to see that this could occur during COVID-19, during a time when so many other restrictions were in place. Or did you know that we have a resident, Dennis, who loves to play the white, beautiful baby grand piano at New Haven Court at Clearview that sits in our main living room as you enter the community? His beautiful music fills the hallways every single morning to greet our team and our residents, as it has all the way through the pandemic. There is no crisis stopping Dennis from sharing his gift with all of us. Also, did you know that joyousness is not canceled at the Woods at Cedar Run? In fact, it is amplified. The Woods team hosted a very, very special birthday celebration for resident Mildred, who celebrated her 100th birthday. And I need to tell you, it was some kind of party. But my personal favorite is that our residents at Candlelight Cove in Easton, Maryland, got to share their special knowledge about fruits and vegetables while hosting a corn husking competition. I bet you didn't know that corn husking is a special skill, and I can certainly tell you that I had no idea it was a special skill. But they had a lot of fun, were engaged, and got to do something that was outside the ordinary, even in non-COVID times. These 4 stories exemplify the fact that resident engagement is daily in the communities. I try to share it with you, as do our teams, through community communication and through our Facebook and social media posts. But what I began to realize is that the lens to the window in is really so small. We plan for the day when the new normal really is normal and you can be back in the communities. Until then, please know that our dedication is to connections, engagement, and resident well-being. And in fact, that is occurring. Number 2, how is the testing going? Our weekly testing continues across all communities, and again, I'm thrilled to share that we are COVID-free. I do need to add that as of today, the testing requirements have changed, and we need to test 100% of the team members and any resident who has been outside the community or had outside contact in the last 14 days if the county surrounding the community has an incidence rate of greater than 5%. The communities where this will occur are Bedford, Tyrone, the Woods at Cedar Run, Chambersburg, Lancaster, Lindwood, and Hunters Woods at Trail's Edge. And as always, we will keep you informed of the results during my weekly report. Number 3, how are the visiting restrictions changing as we embark upon the cooler weather? Outdoor visitation continues whenever possible. Also, inside visits are underway so that our families are able to see their loved ones, and this is by appointment only and is really just commencing at all communities. Our executive operations officers report that our residents are really happy with the dining, the engagement, and the opportunity for those scheduled visits as it's beginning to feel more like home. Today, I visited New Haven Court at Clearview, and the way it was articulated to me is that the visits with loved ones and families are a game changer. Basically, resident spirit perked right up with those scheduled visits, and you have to say, how could you not love that? I love that. Also, as I shared last week, we are in the midst of the third wave of the pandemic, the third surge of COVID-19, heading into the holiday season. We are disappointed by this as it necessitates that we look at all of the operational modifications we've made to make sure that they encompass what is needed for the third surge, and even probably more relevant to you, we are going to have to modify our plans for the holiday season. And that makes me very sad to share with you. We will focus on what makes the most sense to keep our residents and our teams safe. I'm sure you'll agree that we have done so well over these last 8 months. Although they've been long, we have fared very well, and our number one priority is keeping everybody safe so that we maintain a safer place for all. More to follow on that next week. Finally, number 4, how is the team doing? I had the opportunity this week to attend several of the recognition ceremonies at our communities, and was really heartened by the happiness, dedication, and empathy that our team members exhibited for our residents and for all of you in terms of what they shared with me during our one-on-one conversations. It was very humbling to be inside the communities and see exactly what they're doing every day and how it is making a difference with our residents. Finally, it is my sincere hope that this message elicited a few smiles for you as we continue through the journey here. The pandemic is really a long journey, and I think if we celebrate the small successes, the joyous moments along the journey, perhaps the destination will be even sweeter. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend.
IntegraCare. Our mission is to improve the quality of life for our team members, residents, and their families.